how having multiple VA loans at the same time is doable no matter what the real estate agent told you, no matter what the mortgage lender told you. Now, wait a second, Jimmy, did you just say multiple VA loans at the same time? That's exactly what I said. Good to go. So building and creating wealth, in other words, a real estate portfolio, utilizing your VA home loan benefit. I feel like the VA doesn't advertise this stuff. Military doesn't really teach it. My industry, mortgage loan originators, don't really understand it. But how in the world can we expect you, the veteran or active duty military service member, to understand it? It's like they don't, and that's exactly why I am here. My name is Jimmy Vercellino. If you can't tell, I am excited. I'm a mortgage loan originator. I specialize in VA loans, and today I'm breaking down the blueprint on how to use multiple VA loans in 2025. Let's dive right in. In the scenario that I like to give, right, let's say that a veteran bought a home in 2020. They have a really low, ultra low 30-year fixed rate mortgage, somewhere around 3%. They're like, man, I really don't want to sell this home because I know that I could put a renter in this home and cash flow on that property in a major way. With your VA loan, in this example, because the conforming loan limit for 2025 has gone up to $806,500. We used $300,000 on the first house. You've got about $506,500 left over to deploy on the new home, more desirable location, bigger square footage, house with the pool, whatever the case may be. You've got that $506,500 to purchase with no money down and no private mortgage insurance. In fact, you can even break up that $506,500 number that I'm giving you into multiple loan amounts to be able to kind of leapfrog to different properties moving forward in the future. So for example, right, bought home A, lived in it for a year, moved into home B, lived in that one for a year, and now you're on to home C, living in that one for a year. And you can simply rinse, repeat using this method. Now, if you got further down the line, you ran out of VA loans, you'd have to end up refinancing one of these mortgages into a conventional loan. And the way that we determine that is by getting a copy of your COE. So I'm going to look at that. I'm going to see how much entitlement you've had charged to your certificate of eligibility. And from there, I'll be able to reverse engineer a new loan amount that you would qualify for. Now, the VA guidelines state that you must live, we'll call this home A, you must live in home A for a minimum 1 year before you can go out and buy that new home. If you have a question about how this stuff works, I'm going to open up my calendar for you for a free preliminary 15-minute mortgage consult with me where you can get all of your questions answered about VA bonus entitlement and having multiple VA loans at the same time. So let's say that you've lived in that home for at least 1 year. Now you're ready to put that renter in the home. Here's the neat thing about VA loan underwriting guidelines. We can use 75% of the rental income that you're receiving to offset that mortgage payment. So math for Marines here, $1,000 mortgage payment, $1,000 rent payment, you only need to qualify with $250 in this example of a mortgage payment, right? So is it a bad idea to have reserves in the bank in the event that you need to float a mortgage payment because you didn't have renters in the property? Absolutely not, right? We want to set you up for success. But what I'm saying is that you don't have to qualify with both monthly mortgage payments if you're renting out this home. And you don't have to do a conventional loan with 20% down, right? A barrier to home ownership to purchase another property. My name is Jimmy Vercellino. I wrote an ebook on VA loans. I'm going to make a link in the description available for you for free on answering the top 11 questions that veterans and active duty service members have when it comes to VA loans. If you have more questions on this stuff, I'm not hard to find. Feel free to get in touch with me. We'll talk to you soon.